Hello, hello,
Hello.
welcome.
All
Hi,
right, all
how's it
right.
going?
Very
How
Hi,
you
well.
guys
Happy to
doing?
be here on
everyone.
another episode.
Episode 7. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. This is
Episode
Get AI
7.
Creative. I know it's gone fast.
It's
It's
going
gone
so
super
fast.
fast. Yeah, you sort of lose track. It's like, are we moving? Is time going quicker? I'm not sure. Something's happening.
I'm
How you
pretty
guys
sure it
doing?
is. I'm doing great. I'm excited to be on X as well this week. We already have our first comment from Ali. Hi, yo, good to see you.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks for joining us, folks. This is Get AI Creative. And what's interesting tonight is that we are broadcasting on 3 channels today. Originally, this was meant to be a broadcast for the job site, but then people were asking for it on the other platforms too. So we thought, come on, let's share it. Let's share it round. Let's do the right thing. So, hi, everybody. I'm Hendo. I'm a creative consultant and I'm joined by my 2 friends today. Say hello, friends.
Hello,
Hello,
friends.
friends.
Hi,
It's
everyone.
Rainbow.
It sounds like it's raining both where I am and where Alex is. And then we're live. So this is one of my friends that you get to see walking by right now. But yeah, hi, everyone. I'm Christelle. So great to be here with you. I'm on location in Miami outside. It is raining, but it feels good outside. I like being out here and I'm happy to be with you all. I'm a AI teacher and consultant and a creator ultimately.
Nice. All right. I'm Alex. I'm also speaking from a live location where it's raining cats and dogs, as they say in the English-speaking countries. I almost didn't make it to the show because I couldn't manage to get outside of the restaurant to run back here, but we made it. And yeah, to give you some context, I am Alex. I'm an AI productivity consultant, also automation. And yeah, we got some cool stuff that we prepared for you for today, as we do every Tuesday. And yeah, get some coffee, grab some tea, and enjoy the show. It's going to be some good stuff.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everybody. Yeah, and guess what, guys? Like, it's raining where both of them are, and it's not raining where I am. It's probably the first time in a very long time. There's hot weather in the UK, so everybody's out getting sunburnt at the moment, which is great. So, thanks for tuning in wherever you are. Just to give you a quick overview of who we are, I'm Hendo AI. You've just met Christelle and Alex, and this is the graphic that we've been putting across LinkedIn and on X as well. So we're going to stick with it for the moment. This is our branding, personal branding, all mixed together, giving you something unique for the show. So we've already introduced ourselves, but I'm a creative consultant and an AI strategy wizard. I've basically been working in the creative industry for the last 2 decades, and I'm now powering everything I do with AI. And we've got
All
the other
right. Yeah, I guess like we just go in sequence. Then there's like the golden
Yeah,
yellow
totally
guy, which
fine.
again would be me. Again, I had like a little slide for this, but like I can already present myself. So as I said, I used to work as a corporate trainer together with a small company called Google in Berlin, and now I do more like AI productivity consulting and automation, mostly for like B2C, but also sometimes for B2B clients. I go and speak around the world on cool AI topics, and sometimes I get myself into trouble when I say that, those viral topics like rip graphic designers or AI is gonna replace you. So I'm not gonna go in that direction. We only show you the stuff that's practical today. All right, Christelle, passing the
We're
mic
on our
to
best
you.
on our
Give me
best
the mic.
behavior today.
Are we?
Best behavior always.
Yeah, no, not like last week.
So good to see you all. So this week we are multi-streaming. We're on X, we're on the job site, and we're also on YouTube, the video site. So it's really cool to see some people on here commenting from all the different platforms. Hi, Gina. So good to see you. We have Fabio here from X. How come you get more beautiful by the day? That question's for you, Hendo.
I know, yeah, listen,
You've got a whole woman on here, and he's asking you.
I
No,
know,
I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
that's
It's
it, Fabio.
okay.
Hi,
It's okay.
Fabio. How's it going, brother? Thanks for the compliments. Nothing like a live blush on X, YouTube, and
Live
LinkedIn at the same
blush.
time.
I love it.
Thanks,
But yeah,
guys.
it's great to be here with you all. Are we doing intros again? I'm Christelle. I'm a teacher. I do love teaching. period, but I especially love teaching technology and AI. So many people are still not using it. When we look at the numbers, we're talking about like less than 1% are really using AI. And I feel like the key to unlock any AI tool is learning prompt engineering and just some of the basic, skills to get started. So I'm excited to be here for another Get AI Creative session.
Yeah, thanks, guys. So listen, last week we did this little quiz, not a quiz, more of a sort of audience participation piece where we got to try and figure out who's out there, who's watching, and also the level that people are at with AI. And we had a scale from 1 to 6 because, as we know, all AI people have got 6 fingers. So depending on what platform you're on, can you let us know in the comments which one you're on, and also your aptitude as well, which is just so we know who we're talking to, and we can keep it nice and open for everybody.
Shout out to Ali, who's being so active in the chat. Thanks so much. Ali says there's so much variety and possibilities, it can get overwhelming.
Yes,
absolutely.
It can. Yeah, for sure. We've all been there too many times. In fact, it's funny you mentioned that, Ali, because we're going to be talking about one of those little things today, and something that you can avoid. We can all avoid it. We're going to get into that in a few minutes. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining us on all the different platforms. It'd be great to see where the audiences are, which ones are the biggest. We know it's going to be on that one, but it might be on the other ones too. So let's see what happens. Yeah.
Yep, Ali's joining us from X. Gina's joining us from YouTube, and she says she's about a level 2. Okay, cool.
Okay, good. Yeah. Cool, guys. Thank you. Yeah. So platform. Yeah. No, we don't mean AI tool. We mean the platform because we're broadcasting on both X.
We're multi-streaming.
Multi-streaming. Yeah. Originally, it was meant to be LinkedIn only, but then we thought, nah, let's do it across all of them. Let's make it really challenging.
Well, we started playing the replay on X, and our friends on X are like, we want this over here. So, we want to make our friends happy. So we decided to multi-stream.
Absolutely. Yeah. So today on Get AI Creative, one of the things that we've been talking about over the last few weeks is AI video. It's everywhere. There's so many tools, but there's 2 that are really standing out for us. One has been Luma, and the other one is also Runway Gen 3. Personally, I've played with Luma. I've had some great fun with it, and there's lots and lots of amazing content on the X timeline. I've seen a few bits on LinkedIn as well, some cool stuff. Also attention grabbers as well. This is something that we're all aware of, that we're trying to get in front of people. We're trying to sell our services. We're trying to share information. We're trying to connect with new people. But there's other things out there that are grabbing our attention. Some good, some not so good. And like Ali was saying as well, it can get overwhelming. And when it does get overwhelming, that's when you start to lose track. You start to lose, what are you doing? Why am I on this platform? What am I doing? Oh, I don't know what to do next. And it can become very overwhelming. And then that can lead to burnout as well. So there's one little trick that we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Also personal branding as well. Each of us, myself, Christelle and Alex, have all got our own personal brands. It's how we position ourselves, things that we enjoy doing, and also how we portray ourselves as well across social media, and how other people and how we can help other people do that as well. And then lastly, we've got some AI tips and tricks, but I'm not going to spoil it. No spoilers for that. The guys are going to take you through some cool stuff. So social media, it's crazy. We spend a lot of our time on X. That's how we've all met each other. We've built our friendships over there. There's some good groups of people over there, but we're trying to touch the other platforms as well, because we know there's cool people out there and we're trying to find them. We've all got sort of ex-colleagues on LinkedIn, and we've got some other connections on YouTube. So we're trying to connect all the dots. Who knows?
And by the way, when we say ex, we don't mean like the ex-boyfriend. We mean formerly Twitter.
Known as. Yeah, we don't really say Twitter. I know other people do, but you don't really say it when you're on X, do you? Not really. Frowned upon.
I tweet all the time. What do you mean controversy, folks? I tweet. I don't accept the X.
Alex loves saying Twitter, and every time he says it, I'm like, oh my god, this is why you went to jail, because you're calling it Twitter.
You're gonna get in trouble.
I tweet all the time.
Papa Elon's going to come for you. He's going to know about you and the bird. He's going to come
again.
Yeah, so we've been talking Luma AI. There's loads of it, and there's so much to show you. But it's hard to kind of compress all of it into a quick show like this. So there's been lots and lots of it. We've seen some amazing ones, but I saw one today which was really cool, and he's one of our friends, is Jared Liu, and he put out an anime piece today. I think it might have been today or yesterday. It's really, really good. So Jared, well done on that one. It's really cool. You deserve all the attention on that one. It's a really cool piece. We were going to keep it for daybreak tomorrow, but we thought, no, let's put it out today because it's really cool and it's nice and current as well. So well done, brother. It looks really cool. Have you guys seen that one? You saw it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
I
cool.
cool.
It
have
was
not
super
seen
nice.
it. I'll have to see it. I like Jared's work. I'm glad that you're showing this.
Yeah, it's cool. We dropped it. We share the links after the show as
So
well.
this was with Luma. This was created.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I can't
Cool.
remember how long. It could be a couple of minutes, maybe a minute long. It's really cool. It's a good one.
It's like a minute long, yeah. But like this was also what I've been noticing, right? So with Luma, like if you actually put a bit of work into it, you can make some high quality stuff. The problem is that people, they just think I'm gonna just put like one little prompt that's gonna do everything for me. It doesn't really work like that. It's gonna give you some mediocre stuff. But if you know, I think he spent a couple of hours to make this, and it's really nice. Like this is a gem, in my opinion.
Yeah, Ben Nash put out a cool piece earlier today as well, where he was asking people to take the last frame and add on to it as well, almost like a bit of a choose your own adventure, add extra content to it to sort of see where
That
the
is
film
so
goes.
cool.
Yeah, we'll dig that one out for tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so
seems like your prompt would still need to include the storytelling, to get the actual video.
yeah,
That's
well, if
where
you
the
just put,
creativity and storytelling comes in.
absolutely, just putting it in as on its own, it doesn't quite work. It sort of gets, the computer decides where it goes. It looks a bit distorted, and when you can add your own flavor to it, it looks a whole lot better. So yeah, one of the other things we were going to talk about, it's prevalent on X, not so much on LinkedIn, but it's definitely on X, and it's not click AI, it's clickbait. There's loads of it, loads and loads, and our friends are talking about it continually. We're
That was
seeing all the,
good, Hendo. I like
yeah, you like
that.
that? You
That's
see
a
what I did
clipper.
there?
That's a clipper.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, cancel my ChatGPT subscription. No, you're not. Yeah, you're going to make $3,000 a day. No, you're not. Yeah, there's so much of this. Theodora put one out today as well about having a PayPal, like her PayPal update, and she's had more interaction on that post than she has done on some of the guys that she's put out as well. So it shows like people want this. They're like
Yeah.
desiring clickbait. It's like, come on, God, this is what's distracting you. This is what's driving you mad. Drives me mad. And
But
I try to
some
avoid
of
it.
it's really good. And that's the hard thing, is that I have found people that do these types of clickbait titles, and they're actually teaching, really great guides that if you follow along, these are methods that actually work. It's just really hard to find it. It's like finding a needle in a
Sure.
haystack, and you end up wasting so much time, and it's hard to know what's good and
Which-
what's,
Yeah,
just
for sure.
clickbait.
Which is the right one? Is it, should I click on this
Yeah.
one, or maybe skip this one and do the next one? But
Don't,
what if
don't,
I miss out?
just red flags. Just red flags, folks. Like whenever I see them, sometimes I just click on them, I comment, I respect the hustle. Literally, that's
Well,
what
I
it is.
think
Because when you see
I
the like
I
10K
think that
per
this
month, it
is
just
where personal brand really matters, and this is what we're talking about. Because if I support someone's personal brand and I like their content, even if they put out something that's clickbait, I'm going to click on it, and a lot of times it's really good, and that's what I'm talking about. So it's important to know the creator. Alex, some of your stuff, I'm like, I like Alex.
I'm gonna show
so
it today. I'm gonna
yeah,
show it
this
today.
is
Some nice
Yeah,
clickbait.
of
but
course. He's good. You're good at
But
it.
I mean the money stuff. I mean, like when you mix the AI and 10K per month, that's just like a match made in heaven to trick people. I've been seeing it since last year, since I started
course.
my journey here. And before these ones, by the way, there was the good old classic 16-year-olds are making 10K per month with AI. You forgot
Yeah, that's
about
the
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
2023 classic.
That
Well,
was
don't
vintage.
forget that they are. It's just about finding the video that's actually going to show you how to do it,
Exactly.
Easy.
Yeah, so let's,
Easy.
maybe stop. Are we going to stop? Probably not. Are we? Don't know. Maybe not.
I
No.
really hope I never see another I canceled Chat GPT for this inferior.
For
item.
you
Like, I would
AI,
just
for like
love
for
to not
Yeah.
see that anymore.
and now I'm using Oompa Loompa AI. It's like, my man, no, you're not. Come on.
No,
if
you're
you
not.
did this, I would come to you. It's like, how does that work? How can this ever be better than ChatGPT? Like, I don't get it.
Now, who saw this one? Have you seen this? This only
No.
just
I
out.
love the
This is,
advertisement. Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool. Beautiful ad. It's about, so it's from 11 Labs, Christelle, and what they've done, they've added a function to it so that you can add documents or basically written text, and then the app can speak it back to you. So rather than being distracted, which is what we are with our phones all the time, it gives you an audio version of the files, which is really cool. And the ad's brilliant as well. It
Oh,
shows people,
wow.
yeah,
That's
re-
amazing for people that struggle to read, literacy issues with education. That's amazing.
yeah, the ad's really cool. I see people walking in puddles, missing buses, bumping into people. It's cool. They did a good job. Yeah, it's a good one.
That's cool. Hi, Monique. Thanks for the note. So good to see you here.
Yeah, so
Ali,
then
thanks for the comment.
cool. Yeah, good one. Oh, they're coming in on both. That's cool. Chats from both of the different
Yep.
platforms. Great.
All
Yes,
three. Yeah.
All three
That's good.
platforms.
That's good. Yeah, I'm just seeing him now on the side. I'm trying to focus on the presentation.
You keep
He's gonna
focused. You
say,
stay focused.
I'll stay
Hendo.
focused. You do the comments. Yeah, so this is just a little quick hack I wanted to share with a few people, because last week I shared SparkBot on the show, and a couple of people got in touch, and I've been chatting to them in the DMs about how to get started, or any of the challenge that people might be having. And one of the sort of hacks for personal branding, and a lot of people they want to get started, they're trying to figure out what is their personal brand, what do they like, what are their skills, and they've just got all this noise going on in their head, and it's hard to kind of translate that information into your branding or onto your social media. So one of the tips that I was going to talk about was a tool called Otter, which is really, really cool. It's a voice app, but what you can do is, it's similar to the chat functionality that exists on ChatGPT, but if you're not using the ChatGPT voice function, using Otter, you can record your conversations, and it also gives you transcripts. So the best thing to do with it is using it on your phone, install the app, go for a walk, have a conversation with it, and just maybe talk about some of the challenges that you're experiencing. All of that noise that's in your head, get it out of your head, put it down. So it saves you having to write, saves you having to type. You can do the audio function of it. It gives you a transcription of it. And then you've got that transcription. You can chuck that into ChatGPT. And this works in ChatGPT 3.5 as well. So there's a quick prompt here. It's very basic, but just to sort of get people in the mindset of how you can do it is like, can you, the question that I'd given the person was, I like to put in, this is for Alex as well, I put this at the front of the prompt, hi ChatGPT, because just in case the robots do try to invade and try to take over, they'll know that you've been polite and there won't be any issues. They might sort of frown upon it and move on.
I'm the first one getting shot. I'm telling you, folks, I'm the first one getting shot.
That's the abuse that you give.
I'm taking one for the team. I'm taking one for the team. All right.
Yeah. So the prompt is very basic, but can you see any patterns, commonalities, opportunity, or areas for concern? And the reason I suggest it in this way is that it's not just about recording one audio note, it's recording lots of them. So if you're finding it hard to get started, maybe you've got a different mindset on a Monday, maybe you're stressed about work, maybe you're tired, maybe you've got emotional challenges, that's all of this combined together can become very confusing. And like Ali was mentioned earlier on as well, if you are overwhelmed by all the social media noise, this is a good way to kind of step away from it. Turn your phone off, record, and then when you've got the account on Otter, it also connects to your browser, so you can just copy and paste it into ChatGPT. And from this, it will give you patterns or maybe some issues that you might need to deal with, or suggestions on things that you might want to achieve as well. So just a quick hack, keeping it nice and easy tonight. Hope that's beneficial to somebody that's watching the show. So thank you guys. I think it's over to
I
Mr.
love
Northstar.
that, Hendo.
Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it?
It's a
It's a
really
good
good
one.
one.
Nice. Like really, the voice function of AI in general, like it's super underestimated, and people should leverage it a lot more. Because the difference is when you have to text all the stuff, right? I mean, it becomes a bit of a tedious task, especially if you have something that's deeper. So at this point, why not make your life easier, right? You just talk to it, or you just register this kind of stuff, and then it can transcribe it for you. So you can actually go deeper and not spend like 5 hours doing it and typing. So definitely some good stuff there. All right, this is my usual slide here, a bit of introduction, which I already mentioned like 2 or 3 times at this point. So I guess we can skip this one. It's fine. Theodora, welcome. All right, Hendo, my man, just press the button. Right, this one, what we want to see, right? Because again, my good man Hendo here hasn't been long enough on the platform, all right? He missed a couple of gems of the clickbait. Last year, prompt engineers were making $900,000 per year. You forgot about that one, my man. I got you. This, though, is true. This one I saw. I didn't apply for it, but I saw it. I was like, hey, it's interesting. They actually want to build this. And I know what happened after this pretty much. So, but what you can see from this one was literally a job post and a prompt engineer for Anthropic, the guys who currently have the best LLM on the market, Claude Sonnet 3.5. They were looking for a prompt engineer and librarian. I was, by the way, a librarian in the past, and I'm also kind of a prompt engineer nowadays. So, it's a nice match. But they're offering
I love learning
300,000.
that about you, Alex, that you were a librarian. The things
Yeah,
I
In
that's
three
learned.
different libraries. In 3 different libraries. I was a very quiet, introverted man. And I was suggesting books to people. Yeah, so that's the thing. They were offering 300K, not 900,000, but 300,000, which is good amount of money, right? And now this comes the next piece of the puzzle. My good assistant Hendo, press the button. So as you can see, the money was real. Anthropic offered it, and they got the person. I don't know, remember if it was a man or a woman. I didn't check additionally the details. But why did they do all of that? Because they were looking, of course, for somebody to improve their core prompts for their LLMs, and also to create a prompt library to work with some of their B2B clients for fine-tuning the prompts. And I understand why they did it. It makes a lot of sense. And they actually delivered on this. Like Anthropic has a really nice prompt library that you can try out for free. But here comes my post. And this is where you get, the explanation. Was it clickbait? Absolutely. Did it deliver though? Also, yes, because this is the thing. They paid this guy or gal, right, around 300K. This person worked for various months to build the system prompt of Claude. As I said, currently the best AI in the market. I was studying this prompt, the system prompt, because I got it from somebody called Plinius the Prompter, which you can find on X. Excellent guy. He broke all the LLMs. He jailbroken them. Don't check what he did with Perplexity because it's wild. Like I didn't manage to replicate his results, but he did some spicy stuff with it. So he broke all of them. And he was sharing basically the system prompt of Claude, how it works on the back end, right? Because that's the thing, just to give you some context of how these chatbots work. So when you prompt it, or when you say you're a financial analyst, you're a marketing expert, yes, there is your instruction, but it also runs through the instructions of OpenAI for ChatGPT, of Anthropic for Claude. Because otherwise, right, for you to say like, hey, I want the instructions to build an atomic bomb. Sure, here it is. No, that's your instruction. It will run through the backend of Anthropic. And there they will say, for example, like, hey, do not provide recipes for potentially dangerous weaponry. And that's why you're not going to get any recipe. Unless you're going to check last week's episode where I showed you how to use AI to steal a car. Go check that other episode. It's live. It's recorded. But this one, right? So what are we going to learn from this one? So essentially, they paid this person a lot of money, and we saw what they built, which is this prompt for Claude, which I found very intriguing because, first of all, this is where you're going to learn expensive prompt engineering. Right. So once you're gonna structure where you're gonna see, because this one is like a super long prompt. That's why if I would add it to the slide, you would not see nothing. But ideally, you can find this for free at this point. Just search for Pliny or just my stuff. And the thing is, it shows you how they structure a prompt. Because for Claude, for example, it uses XML tags. You see there at the beginning of the prompt. You write there's like just the sign Claude _info, and then it closes the stuff, and that's how it starts. For ChatGPT is different. They're using Markdown format to emphasize stuff. I also shared that one in a post today. It's very fascinating because, again, you're seeing how they prompted. Literally, the people who built these systems, that's how they build prompts in the back end, and they get paid a lot of money for it. So this is great inspiration for you to learn, first of all. How do these guys cook these prompts? Second of all, how it works on the back end. Like, what is the chatbot actually doing with your instructions? And third of all, again, if you're going to be a bit of a nerd like me and spend like dozens of hours on what these guys cooked, you're going to notice some interesting things. Where, for example, Claude is face blind. What they say is like, so if you're going to feed it a picture of somebody, it's prompted to not recognize the person. You might ask why. I don't have an explanation for that. This is how they just decided that it will work. If you're gonna prompt ChatGPT, it has in its system instructions to not copy styles of artists that were after 1900, 1912. Wait, how do I say that in English? 1912. Christelle, you that you're from the USA, help me out here. 1912. So if you try to
Or
mention
just 1912. You could just say
1912.
1912. But I
That's
like hearing
19
you say 1912.
Thank you. I'm from Italy, folks. I try my best to not bust out the accent, and talk about pineapple pizza. So, what I was wanting to mention, though, which I think is super fascinating, is the fact that if you check the differences, right, between the system prompt of Claude and ChatGPT, you're going to notice some very different stuff happening there. ChatGPT has multiple tools that it runs. One of them, which is fascinating, is the memory one, the latest one they added, right? Where it kind of remembers information about what you're talking, it uses it in various chats. That one is called the bio tool. You don't know that because they don't tell you that. But next time when you talk with it, you can literally mention it like, hey, use the bio tool to store this information. And it will call this memory feature much more often. Again, the prompt is super long. I'm not gonna do here like a prompting masterclass for like 2 hours because it's kind of technical, kind of boring. I'm gonna talk more about it tomorrow in like in the nerd space if you like that kind of stuff. But what is important for you is to go check out this content, these system prompts, and study them for half an hour because you're gonna learn a lot more than a lot of the AI gurus are teaching you out there. Because the thing is, they build prompts, of course. I also did it, but by seeing what these guys do, who got paid all this money, probably you're gonna want to emulate what they're doing with this. And that's pretty much what I'll have for now. Yeah, check this out. You're gonna learn a lot of stuff on how Claude works, a lot of stuff on how ChatGPT works, and the various tools that ChatGPT uses to create images, what's doing with them, to store information, to browse the internet. Because by the way, I'm still super upset when people keep saying like, hey, Claude is the best AI on the market, but it doesn't browse the web. Like, come on, folks. We're not in
Exactly.
2022 here. Like, what are we doing here? How can
That's
it
what
be the
I was
best?
thinking.
Anyway, that's just my opinion. Controversy. We need to argue about this.
Yeah, we
And I'm
need
gonna
more.
pass
Yeah, we need more controversy. That's what we've been told. We're supposed to have arguments, aren't we? It's supposed to be. No, it's not any good. Tell us more.
Come on, without web browsing, it's
I was
nothing. It's the
excited
worst
about it.
LLM.
I was excited about it because of the whole like artifact and side by side thing. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Okay. It was creating some code. I liked it. And then I got to the point where I needed for it to share with me specific websites and it was done. I'm like, I can't use this anymore. It's not able to give me any web
Useless.
functions. That's
Useless.
to me. I'm
Anthropic
going
team, if you're
back to
listening to us
ChatGPT.
here, we should talk about this. All right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get,
we're-
I
I
wonder
actually
the
gonna get
people
banned on
who
LinkedIn.
say, the people that are like, oh, this is replacing ChatGPT. I'm like, well, maybe they just never use the web function. I don't know. I mean, it's one of the greatest functions.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Red flag is those people that quit
Friends
ChatGPT to
don't
use
let
Oompa
friends.
Loompa AI.
Yeah, friends don't let friends not use the web browsing function on ChatGPT.
Preach. Here's the mic. It's yours.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
pass it,
drop
pass it. It goes up. All right.
it.
Thanks, Alex. Do you just a quick one on that? The prompting. Do you use that that hack to write prompts when you're doing stuff?
Absolutely. For example, for Claude, you should definitely use their XML tag formatting. It gets you better results because the thing is, that's how it reads your instructions. So if you're able to format it in this way, it will understand it better. For normal prompts, of course, it's no big deal. It doesn't really matter. But when you work with clients, for example, when you're building AI assistants or stuff like that, that uses like chain prompting,
Yeah.
the quality of your results can make a huge difference. Because imagine this, you're running 5 prompts, right? Client says that whatever, user says this, then it runs on the backend through the first iteration, where I do a little bit of research. Second iteration, write it in the specific way. Third iteration, clean these words. The more these prompts become imprecise, the less the final result is going to be pure garbage. So
Yeah,
that's
right.
why when you go to these kind of like AI tools and stuff in the backend, you need to be very good with the prompts, and this helps raise the quality because depending on the APIs that you use. So it does make a difference. I'm using every time when I build like Claude prompts, I use this kind of formatting. Or I even ask it like, hey, here's an example of a good made prompt, copy it and use it for my prompt. So make your life easier.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Thanks. Yeah. Let's get nerdy. Let's do it. Let's go. Christelle, you got more slides, Alex?
Getting nerdy.
Moving.
I'm Chief. No, that's it, Chief. Just little quick clickbait. 300K
You know what?
prompt engineering. There you go.
I tried writing a tweet or a post with it earlier with Claude, and it said that it didn't want to do anything addictive. So I tried to craft an addictive post, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. Didn't like the word addictive. No.
You should have written
Wow.
intriguing, a suave post.
Okay, yeah, intriguing, yeah. Repetitive intrigue.
So cool. I just want to say hi to a few people. Hello, Harsh. Hello, Theodora. Shola is here. Thank you all so much. It's so cool to see comments from multiple platforms. That's the idea. So I'm happy to be here with you all again. My name's Christelle. I'm an AI teacher. I've been a teacher for a very long time, since I was 22, and I'm turning 40 this year. So that's a whole human, in teaching experience years. And I love teaching AI. I love teaching technology, especially AI, because I see the way that AI has the power to save time. I'm a full-time mama. I'm also a full-time entrepreneur. So I'm saving so much time, but also I'm using AI to come up with creative solutions, which is really fun. And so during these weekly sessions, I'm trying to bring you all simple tools that maybe you haven't heard about, or simple ways to use AI that we don't talk about very much. One thing, I'd love some audience participation, because this practice doing this for today was really powerful for me, because I said, okay, I want to talk about Glass, because this is a tool that I never talk about and I use it a lot, and I want to start using it more. So I'm just going to ask you all, if you want to comment or be in the chat, if there's a tool that you use a lot and you feel like it is just completely, what's the word? I don't know, underestimated, maybe? There's a better word for it, but
It's slept upon. It's slept upon.
there you go,
Because
Alex.
we ship every
Thank
week and people sleep
you.
on this stuff.
Thank you. What is the tool that you feel people are sleeping on? I'd love to know that tool, because for me, it's definitely Glass. So I have a few slides I'll take you through, but overall, this is a Chrome extension. It's totally free to use, and it's really wonderful if you are someone like me who's reading articles but not actually reading all them because you don't have the time, or you want to watch that 30-minute YouTube video, but who's trying to watch 30 minutes? So this tool is going to help you highlight, summarize, transcribe, organize, and even share content. It's pretty cool. So if we go to this first one, the main thing, this is how I found out about it, is for highlighting. So if you are on an article, let's say you're using Medium or you're on the various different article sites, you can actually highlight anywhere in the article, and it saves your highlights for you. And it keeps it all in a nice dashboard. It's really nice, and it will underutilize. Thank you, Shola. That is the word I was looking for. I appreciate you so much. Harsh says AI does save a lot of time. Absolutely. So this is a huge time saver for me. One, because a lot of times I don't actually want to read the whole article. So this is a really quick way to get it to be summarized. But also, if I do want to take the time to read the article, which usually is because I read the summary and then I say, okay, this sounds interesting, so I'll go back and actually read the article now. And I love highlighting. So this is a way to save your highlights, and I'm going to show you a really cool way that you can use it later. But this is one of the best ways to use Glass, is to highlight. So this next shot here is of the dashboard. There's a lot going on here, but I just kind of wanted to give you an overview. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do, and it's neat because when we do these shows, I go in and do research, and I always find new features that I didn't see because I know we're about to talk about it. So you can upload PDFs. Of course, you can highlight YouTube video transcripts, you can highlight articles, and it saves all of this for you. You can bookmark, you can favorite. So it's a wonderful tool for organizing content that you're looking at all over the interwebs. And again, we talked about how ChatGPT does have web browsing access. So I'm actually using links and articles and URLs, references in ChatGPT a lot more than I was before this became possible. And so this is really helpful as a way to just highlight the pieces that you want, and then it automatically gets stored for you and organized. But one cool feature, I don't know when they came out with this, but this is definitely slept on. If you look in the upper left-hand corner underneath my, and by the way, I was able to grab the profile Christelle. So that's another nice thing of joining something early, right? You can you'll be able to get Alex Northstar, you'll be able to get Hendo. There is a social component of this that I need to utilize more, because you can follow, there is the sharing component that I'll admit I'm not using as much, but I'm going to. But this here, you can actually ask your clone. So what they're doing is they're taking your highlights, your bookmarks, your uploaded PDFs, and they're creating a chatbot for you. And this is really cool. I played with it. It just opens up a chatbot interface, and I'm automatically talking to my knowledge base. I'm like, I don't know when they added that there, but it's a really, really cool feature. And this is a service you could set up for people, because we've been talking a lot more about training custom AIs with our knowledge base, having our digital twin or clone. This would be a very simple way to help someone start to really build their knowledge base without needing to upload. They're just doing it automatically. They have the Chrome extension, they're watching a video, boom, they upload a highlight. They're, reading an article, boom, and it's automatically uploaded in their knowledge base. It's pretty cool. So I love that feature. That's one thing. And then a couple of other things that are really cool. I wanted to, this is a really long article PDF that I wanted to read, of course, language and coding, sorry, I can't even read it. Is it coding creativity? Yes, that's what it says. Language and coding creativity. I saved this article because I definitely wanted to read it for later. So it's a PDF that I was able to upload and highlight. So that's one thing. This here on the right, though, this is another feature that is new on GLASP, and I did not know about it, which is really cool. So what they do, they call it hatching ideas. So you have the option to take any two random articles, they choose them for you. So they'll take two of your random highlights, random articles, bookmarks, and actually create a unique article for you. So this is an article that was created from two different articles. One was about the different types of tools. Yeah, Alex, you have a question?
Yeah, what if I check two articles, right? So one is on pizza, and the other one is going to talk about pineapple. What's going to happen here? I'm kind of curious.
It's just going to be a big headline that says, "Don't do it," and then underneath is going to talk about Alex.
Yeah, it's going to be that big stop sign again, like stamp, stop.
That's what I wanted to hear. Please proceed.
So yeah, I mean, I thought this was so cool. It created this article that's I actually really like a lot in seconds, and it was random. So there's a button that says random hatch, and it just picks any two of your highlights or articles and creates a totally new article for you. And I learned a lot just from reading this article that it created. So this is a really wonderful learning tool. Like if I want to teach someone how to use AI, but without it being so obviously AI, I would just have them download the GLASP Chrome extension and show them how to use it for summarizing, highlighting, keeping articles. This next one is how I use it the most, and that is for YouTube videos. So as I was digging in, I see that they do a lot more here, and that's another thing about these tools. It's good that we talk about them because it forces me to go in and actually do a little bit more research on the tools that I'm already using. But GLASP does a lot. This is the main way that I'm using it. So like, for instance, this morning, literally just used this morning. I was watching an Alex Hormozi video. I'm sure all of us have our guilty pleasures. And his stuff is really, really good, especially the sales video. Well, it's like 35 minutes. I probably watched about 10 minutes of it. Baby wakes up, I'm doing laundry. It's like, we've talked about this before. Well, I can get the entire transcript. I can press a button, get the entire transcript, copy the transcript, or I can have ChatGPT right here summarize it for me. So I use this function a lot. So I want you to just remember this Chrome extension and know that once you download it and you go to open up a YouTube video, you'll see it on the upper right-hand side. I want to show you just a simple workflow that I do that has been amazing for me because if you can see the transcript, it's very messy. There's no grammar, there's no punctuation. It's just one long transcript. Some things are misspelled. So this is a prompt. I put the Mariah Carey gift here for screenshots just to kind of remind you all that there's some screenshot, prompts here that you all can really use. And so this is a prompt that I'm actually using regularly. I just copy the transcript right from the YouTube, from the Glass Chrome extension, and I paste it into ChatGPT, and then I give it this prompt. This is the prompt that I've been using. And what it does is not only does it take the transcript and break it up into chapters for me, but it gives me a perfectly clean transcript that's very easy to read, formatted really well. And now I've turned this YouTube video into content that I enjoy reading and I can do so much more with because I'm all about repurposing. So from here, I can create other content. I could create a guide. I can create anything I want because I have a really, really clean transcript. So I wanted to share this with you all. This is a prompt that I'm actively using. And I actually asked ChatGPT to help me write this prompt because it kept summarizing and I wanted it to paraphrase, not summarize. So sometimes you want a summary, sometimes you just want a clean transcript. So I said, what do I need to say so that you give me a paraphrase transcript, not a summary? And so this is where I got no summarization should occur and the content should be paraphrased but kept comprehensive because ChatGPT does seem to really want to summarize. So that's it. I hope you all try this tool. I hope you like it. I'm really excited about it. I want to go play with the Hatch feature and the clone. I mean, this is stuff that I haven't even started using yet. So yeah, what do you guys think? Have you used Glass?
I've never heard of it. That's new for me.
I love it. I love it. I just installed it right now. I need to check a couple of things. Looks amazing.
Yeah.
And it might be really super interesting for my newsletter too, because it's really called the AI Second Brain. So I can just mention like AI Glass Second Brain. Voila.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. I like the Hatch thing where you can merge the two articles.
Oh my
together.
gosh.
That's cool.
I'm like, I saw that. I was like, whoa, that is, it's good stuff. It's unique content. When people say you can't use AI to make good, unique content, you can. That's coming from my knowledge base, and even if it just takes a second to create doesn't mean it's not good.
Yeah, it's cool. We've got a couple of comments here as well. Jeff Funk is talking about a tool called Invisibility. Have you heard of that one? Do you know that one?
I haven't heard of that. No.
Jeff, let us know what it does. Why should we check this
we
out?
want to know your tools that are like slept on. Oh, My Melanin Moods is here. Hi, My Melanin Moods. Harsh mentioned Dictozo.
Yeah, this was a good opportunity for people to troll us as well. They could have put something like these nuts into the
I know,
comments.
my God.
Yeah. AI.
You slept on it,
These
guys.
nuts AI.
Missed
These
it.
nuts AI.
Missed it.
I checked that one as well just to make sure it was a real tool.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you check out Invisibility? I'm curious to know what Invisibility is. Yeah, look, My Melanin Moods. Come on, Jeff, let us know. We want to know what Invisibility is. All right, cool. Well, we'll do a little,
Yeah, and Harsh.
I need a vote from all three of you. Are you a Mac user? Well, absolutely.
No, sir. What?
Yeah.
Am I a Windows boy? Excuse me. All right.
Okay, yeah, Jeff is responding back now. That's a good one.
Uh-oh, sorry. Let me stop
Double
pressing
press.
the buttons.
Double press.
It takes 8 to 10 LLMs into one behind-the-scenes interface on Mac. It's incredible, and it's called Invisibility. Interesting.
Okay. Gonna check that one out.
Yeah, check it out. Hi, Heather. Great to see you here. Before we close up, we'd love it if you all could say hi in the chat so that we know who's here. This was really great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for supporting us on all the different platforms. A little bit different tonight, but we're going to keep it moving. If there's stuff that you want us to do more of or do less of, let us know. We accept the trolling as well. It's always good. Keep us on our toes.
All right, and let us know the good people where they can find us, right, every time. Like if they want to follow, because if they're from YouTube, well, we're not necessarily like big YouTube creators for now. But where do we usually hang out? What should they check? Hendo, what about you?
I think it's X, isn't it? Well, I'm Hendo AI on LinkedIn. I'm also Hendo AI on X as well. So you'll find me there. I've got a new platform or a new account on YouTube. It's very early days. I've got no followers, but I'm going to start putting content up this week. So
I'll subscribe, and it's called subscribing on YouTube. He said
Oh, is it?
followers. No one
Okay.
has followers on YouTube.
yeah, like complete noob alert. Yeah,
Subscribe to Hendo on YouTube, please.
yeah. It's only been up for days. It's purely for running this as well, but we're going to put some video
It's
content.
going to
on there.
grow, though. It's going to grow.
Absolutely.
We keep, putting this stuff on there. I'm growing a YouTube channel right now with clips and these different videos. It's cool stuff.
YouTube squad.
Yeah.
Squad.
What about you, Mr. North Star?
For me, they can find me at my little newsletter called AIsecondbrain.io. That's it, just 3 words. I also have my little website, northstarbrain.com, which is the same username that I have on Twitter. I said Twitter. I'm not saying X, folks.
I don't know what Twitter is, but okay.
What's that?
It's a good old days. It was a bird that we used to talk with people.
That bird is gone.
Birds are gone.
North Star Brain. That's where you can find me on the tweeting app. Oh, and tomorrow I'll have like a space on all the stuff that you saw with all
Katie.
these like super long prompts. We're actually going to discuss about it. I'm going to give you a bit more details into the stuff for the builders out there or for the nerds. So it's going to be at the same time of this show. It's going to be like 2 p.m. EST time. So feel free to join and see what happens.
Is
It's a thread.
space? Is it space?
It's a space. Yeah, thank you for that. So it's a space on Twitter. That's it.
X
Christelle, let us know where we can find you and work with
Yes, you can find me. I'm all over X. We have events. Hendo and I are doing events every day. We're live streaming. We're doing spaces. I have my newsletter. That's the main way to join my community. So that link is on LinkedIn. It's on X. In my bio, it's aiforeducreators.com. I'd love for you to join and be a part. We're doing a lot of stuff. We've got a summer camp coming up, my first ever full-blown summer camp. So lots of good stuff. And another thing I want to say, I just want to do a public service announcement. I was talking to my mother this week and I said, what is something people need to know, like super beginners? And you know what she said? She said they need to know the correct link for things. So because she's telling me that people are downloading what they think is ChatGPT and they're paying for it, and it's not ChatGPT. So let's make sure as we go out and we share with people about AI, make sure that they're using the correct link for ChatGPT, which I believe is chatgpt.openai.com. Like OpenAI should be in the name. If you go to an app store, there are tons of apps that look like ChatGPT and they've got weird stuff in the name, and people are paying for apps that are not ChatGPT. So that's just a quick public service announcement. Make sure that you're good. And a lot of these tools, most of them are free. So if someone's asking you for your money, check in with someone, check in with one of us, because chances are it's not a tool that you need to be paying for.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
PSA.
That's a wrap.
Today's PSA.
That's a wrap.
That's good. Let's do
That's a
more
wrap.
PSAs. This is important.
Yep.
Okay.
Go download the ChatGPT app.
Yeah, don't download
See what happens.
ChatGPT.
That's it. All my money's gone.
ChatGPT.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. This has been Get AI Creative, episode 7. We're back on X tomorrow with Daybreak, episode 3 or 4, maybe 5.
Something like that.
Something like that. Thank you all for joining. Looking forward to seeing you on those X streets. Thank you.
Bye.
Check us on Twitter.
X.
See you on X.
Twitter.